We've talked about symptoms, energy, sleep, and environment. But there's another dimension of MS that deserves just as much attention: how you relate to yourself emotionally, especially on the days that don't go the way you hoped. This chapter is about mood, motivation, and something I consider essential to good MS care: self-compassion. Accepting difficult days. Let's begin with difficult days, because they will happen. A flare, a low-energy morning, a wave of frustration. These are part of living with a chronic condition, not evidence that you're failing to manage it well. I tell my patients, accepting a hard day doesn't mean giving up. It means making space for reality, so you're not spending extra energy fighting the fact that today is simply harder than yesterday. Self-compassion. That acceptance is really the foundation of self-compassion. So much of what people with MS say to themselves internally: I should be doing more. Why can't I just push through? They would never say to a friend in the same situation. Treating yourself with the same patience and understanding you'd offer someone else isn't indulgent. It's protective. It reduces the emotional toll that sits on top of the physical one. Motivation. When energy is low. Of course, self-compassion doesn't mean motivation disappears. It just has to look different on low-energy days. Instead of relying on willpower, I encourage patients to lower the bar temporarily. One small, meaningful action instead of a full task list. Motivation on a hard day isn't about doing more. It's about doing something, however small, and letting that be enough. Small wins, which brings us to small wins. Getting dressed, sending one email, taking a short walk. On difficult days, these count. Really count. Recognizing small wins retrains your focus away from everything left undone and toward what you actually accomplished. Over time, this shift changes how sustainable your motivation feels. When to ask for professional support. Still, there are times when mood challenges go beyond what self-compassion and small wins can address alone. Persistent low mood, anxiety that doesn't ease, or feeling emotionally stuck for weeks at a time are signals worth bringing to a professional, a therapist, counselor, or your care team. Asking for that support is a sign of self-awareness, not weakness, and it's something I actively encourage every patient to consider. Self-compassion reflection, journal. Finally, one practical tool I recommend: a self-compassion reflection journal. A few minutes each day noting one difficult moment, how you responded to yourself in that moment, and one small win. This simple habit builds emotional resilience over time, the same way physical therapy builds physical resilience. Accepting hard days, practicing self-compassion, adjusting motivation to match your energy, celebrating small wins, knowing when to seek support, and reflecting regularly. Together, these shape not just how you cope with MS, but how you live alongside it, with patience and without judgment.